Мы приехали в городок Бар Харбор в штате Мэйн. Небольшой городок, всего где-то 5000 жителей. И главная достопримечательность — вот эти поплавки, которые вы видели. Эти поплавки показывают, где стоят сетки с лобстерами. И у каждого ловца свой цвет поплавков. Поэтому это главный сувенир, который можно отсюда привезти.
Так, ну и что ты кушаешь?
У меня мороженое с лобстером.
Да, мороженое.
Здесь все с лобстером. И роллы, и вообще что только можно придумать. Но мороженое мы никак не ждали. Кстати, очень неплохо.
Все с лобстером. Вот такая вот тут жизнь лобстерная.
Мороженое из лобстера нам понравилось. Довольно оригинально, вкусно. Настоящие куски лобстера. Правда, такие замороженные, что даже сразу не поймешь, что это лобстер.
Все, мы сейчас поедем ловить лобстеров.
Ловить главное. И главное еще и кушать там же.
И кушать там же, и ловить там же.
Расскажут, как их ловят, в каких трапах они находятся, и как это происходит.
Просто забегая немного вперед, я расскажу, что мы, конечно, вечером посетили специальный лобстерный ресторан. Ресторан оформлен в соответствующем стиле, но это не лобстер, конечно. Вот это лобстер. Да, так все вокруг такое на стенах красивое. Это все очень старинное. В 19 веке вообще здесь отдыхали самые богатые люди Америки. Сегодня отдыхают туристы со всех стран мира, и мы в том числе. Вот, так что вечерком я съел такого 2,5 паунда лобстера.
Так, это наш лобстер. 2 паунда с
2,2.
2,2. Да. Его предупредили, что у него будет очень большой.
Ну такой, нормальный.
А у него хвост скрученный. Раскрути, покажи хвостик.
Ну, хвостик тут нормальный, это
Хороший
половинка.
хвостик?
Да.
Хороший хвостик, ладно.
Все good.
Ну ладно, приятного аппетита.
Спасибо.
А пока что мы едем ловить лобстеров.
Alright, so as we come out through some of the boats, I'm going to point out the best said yes, we got the liver. Now, these 3 houses share 2 things in common. First one is all 3 of them managed to survive the fire of 1947. Now that fire back in 1947 burned over. We got 2 adult loons right here. So this is the time of the year where you hear a lot of locals saying not all the loons are out on the lake. And that's because that means they have started moving to the saltwater oceans here in order to spend the winter. The only time they're on the freshwater lakes is during the summer months to mate. The ground about 107 private homes was a devastating fire for Harris on the island. Now the other thing that those 3 houses share in common, they all have the same architect. Right, it's 1,523 feet tall.
Вот это Кадиллак.
Now the other thing that, believe it or not, the very first lighthousekeeper who was ever out here on this island. He was out for about 6 months before the storm rolled in March of 1876. He was trying to take a quick nap the next day because he was so...
На этом острове нам показали орла, который сидел и наблюдал то ли за нами, то ли мы за ним. В общем, не поймешь сразу, но орел был живой, настоящий, большой, красивый. Мы его облетели со всех сторон.
But the advantage is on the side of the seagulls, not sadly the bald eagle. So he just has one of 2 choices. He can either sit there and take getting kicked in the head by all those seagulls, or he can fly back over to Ironbound Island where he actually lives. Sound of the foghorn is not conducive to a good night's sleep. The little ones and said, have a nice sleep. Good luck. So these 2 closest to us, these are baby harbor seals. The one that just by-hopped us, that's an adult back there. So the little baby harbor seals out here right now are kind of in an awkward stage in their life. It's kind of like, Mom threw me out of the house and I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to be doing. So oftentimes when you come out here, you'll see the little baby harbor seals especially. They'll kind of swim around in a group together. They feel like there's a little bit more safety in numbers. Seal's gonna lay on that rock over there and just kind of take a nap.
Как писал Горький, тело жирное в утесах прячет.
So that seal has picked the perfect rock over there. He is going to be...
Да, будем лобстеров ловить.
Take it to the 2 silver discs, which is our mechanical pot hauler. That's going to bring our trap up to the surface. Now, during the summer months, you guys are going to fish anywhere from 40 feet of water down to 150 feet. In the wintertime, you guys are going 20 miles beyond the lighthouse out there. You're going to fish anywhere from about 700 to 1,200 feet of water. So these pot haulers come in handy. Yeah, to haul lobster traps over the side of the boat by hand, I'm pretty sure no one would be lobster fishing anymore. Yes. Oh, I see an empty bait bag. That's never good. Ooh, 2 crabs, 1 lobster. Sure, hide in the corner of the trap. Oh, well played, lobster. This lobster's holding on to the trap. It's like, you can't get me out. Dun, dun, dun. Just so you guys know, if you ever see a lobster with its claws open, they're kind of spread back to the side like that. Now, if you happen to have what's known as a dual lobster crab license here in the state of Maine, there are 2 types of crabs you can legally keep. One is called a Jonah crab, which is what I got in my hand here, and the other one's called a peaky toe. Now, for crabs to be legal size, they have to measure 5 inches across the widest part of their shell. So sadly, this little Jonah crab that I've got in my hand here, this one's a little too small. Now, when this Jonah crab gets to be full size, the 2 claws that you guys see at the very front here, they're going to be about the same size as 2 golf balls stuck together. You're going to be don't try to shake hands with it. Hence the name rock crab.
Rock crab.
Can you guys do me a favor? Take all your marble and...
What is it? I hate hang out with this guy too much. That's our other kind of crab.
Here on my lobster friend, you've got 2 very large antennas in the front. These 2 large antennas are great for feeling around at the bottom of the ocean, looking for little places to hide out, also looking for little things to eat. Now, in between the 2 large antennas, you folks will find 4 little antennules here. Now, these tiny little antennules are my lobster's nose. Now, when a lobster gets into a fight with another lobster, the first thing they do is they pee in each other's faces. Because after all, you're peeing directly at the nose of that other lobster. Now, lobsters share something in common with grasshoppers. They both have the same size brain. You guys don't know how big a grasshopper's brain is? I give you Exhibit A. The tip of the ballpoint pen. That is how big my lobster's brain is. Now, 50% of my lobster's brain is dedicated just to the sense of smell. So believe it or not, this lobster can remember the smell of the pee of a lobster he's had a fight with for 1 week. So, you stick 2 lobsters in a tank that have met the field of battle, they are going to pee in each other's faces and immediately run to opposite sides of the tank. You keep trying to force your lobsters together, one of those lobsters is crawling out of that tank backwards. Already knows he's the weaker of the 2 of them. Now, on a lobster, you guys are going to find a shredder claw on one side of your lobster, and you are going to find a crusher claw on the other side. Now, these 2 claws can be on either side of your lobster, all dependent on the lobster itself. When they're born, both these claws do exactly the same thing. But over time, they will start showing preference for one claw over the other, and that's going to end up being the crusher claw. Now, unless you guys want to spend an awful lot of money paying fines to the state of Maine Fisheries Office, this is the part of our lobster that we have to measure right in through here. So this section of my lobster is called the carapace, and this is what you're measuring. So as long as this measures somewhere between 3 1/4 inches and 5 inches, that is a legal lobster here in the state of Maine. Now, the restaurant industry has done a great job of convincing all of you that this thing up here is a tail. It is not a tail. That's a tail. So we got tail down here, we got abdomen up here. Now, on the underside of the abdomen, yay, we got a crab. Now, on the underside of the abdomen, you guys will see little tiny swimmerets right here. These little tiny swimmerets just help my lobster to swim slowly. Now, if while you're holding the crab, or excuse me, the lobster here, suddenly decides you are the most terrifying thing it has ever met. It's going to take its abdomen and go like this. What do you think? Yep, so this one's legal. So we got one that's legal size and the other one that's just a hair too short. So you can't walk around on the bottom of the ocean looking for anything to eat. So luckily it's squishy.
Поймать сперва надо поплавок.
And that's what he's eating. Their legs are hard enough that they can start walking around on the bottom of the ocean once again. And at that point, anything you guys throw into the ocean that even remotely smells like a dead fish, I don't care how gross and stinky it is, these guys are going to run for it. They get up to the hard shell space where they are right now. So, luckily for me, if you guys had dropped these lobsters on the deck of the boat, they would not have been cooked. Yep, so we actually found one just about 4 or 5 days ago. Dude! Literally, dude. I don't want him.
Маленький, наверное.
So we were hoping for a girl and we got a dude. So, how many dudes do you need? Alright, so if you happen to be a lobster, you get into a fight with another lobster, one of the things that often happens is you go home missing a claw. If you guys were to scuba dive up and down this breakwater over here, you're going to find a lot of lobsters that only have one claw. And that's because as they fight each other for these little cracks in the rock here, they're going to rip each other's body parts off. Now the good news is, if you're a lobster, it grows back. It's going to take you 5 years to get that lost body part back. But if someone pulls off your leg, rips off an antenna, pulls off your nose, ripped off half your abdomen, it all grows back. Or you lose a leg when you come up in the trap. So luckily for these lobster friends, they can regenerate all lost body parts. There is one exception to this, and that is eyeballs. You lose an eye, that's it. I'm sorry to say, you have lost an eyeball. No regrowing eyeballs. But this is where things get fun. If you lose an eye, you guys are going to get something else back. It might be another claw, another leg, another abdomen. You guys are going to have something growing out of that eye socket. It is not an eyeball, though. So, if you guys want to look for something really super rare out here in the waters of Frenchman's Bay, look for a lobster that has 4 claws. 1 claw growing out of each eye socket right here. Now, since it's close to Halloween, another fun little thing that happens with lobsters is if you guys were to stick your finger in the lobster's mouth right here, I can guarantee you will not get bit by this lobster because lobster's teeth are in its stomach. Now, they do have tiny little appendages, a couple of them, right in front of their mouth here. They kind of look like teeth and they kind of hurt as bad as teeth, but they are technically just different parts of its body here. Now, luckily for us, you stick your finger in a lobster's mouth, you're not going to get bit because their teeth are in their stomach. Now let's see, what else can I tell them about you, lobster friend? You are doing an excellent job of peeing all over me. Some serious pee bubbles going on here.
Так, Игорь сейчас будет испытывать. Еще попробуй его, поцелуй. Давай, передавай.
Свежий, главное свежий.
Свежий. Давай, next.
Поговори.
Мне его жалко до ужаса. Просто жалко.
Съедят ведь, да?
Да, жалко. Давай.
Дали нам подержать лобстера, осмотреть его со всех сторон, перед тем, как вечером его скушать. Ну, не его, конечно, а совсем другого.